Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Sun Up on 7. We've been having quite a hype show here talking about Roma Chase and tomorrow's event that's happening starting at 6 p.m. And of course, if you want to start warming up, getting ready for Carnival that's coming on September, you know tomorrow is an event that you cannot miss. And of course, if you want to follow more of Roma J's event, you can go to their Facebook page and their Instagram. And stay tuned to everything that's happening. Demi promised an event every month. So no excuse to be all rusty on Carnival. I'm making note of that myself. But it's time for our second conversation. We've been talking about Pantheon Fantastic since it was launched here on set. And of course, the winners were announced last week on Earth Day. And guess what? We have them here to show their high quality art product. And of course, let's get their inspiration and everything that they have. Let me introduce Dr. Harold Young, the mind behind the Pantheon Fantastic. Dr. Harold, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic.
I was just going to say, thank you.
I'm feeling Pantheon fantastic.
Awesome.
Happy to be here. Thank you all again.
Thank you so much for joining us. And let me introduce the winners of this competition. We have Diana Asensio. Diana, good morning. Your first place winner. Yes? How are you feeling today?
A bit nervous, but I'm getting used.
You're going to get used to it,
you
don't worry.
go.
It's going to flow.
It's gonna flow. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're so excited to see your art. Right? And we also have Elisa Levi here. Elisa, good morning. You're the
Good
second
morning.
place winner and also Viewer's Choice Award.
Yeah, that was very surprising. I'm 49%. That was a big shock to me.
Wow.
Well,
you must have done something wonderful.
The
That's
drawing
why.
is just like on top. And guys, I just want to announce to as well, I'm this hype right now because
What's
they
that?
brought us tacos from Richmond.
Yeah.
So I'm just like super excited because I almost cried when it was like, you know how I always ask for tacos? And they just came in and just brought it. For me and Kevin, I mean, okay, the middles, I get it. I'm fine with that. But we both got tacos because you never orange walk. You don't need orange walk.
Is that how it works?
Besides from that, let's get into the conversation because I'm
Let's
super
do it.
excited. I'm sure people, if you've seen the drawings, you can understand the talent behind these young ladies. But in case you haven't, we have it up on the screen too as well, with a little snippet too as well. This is Diana's one. So I want to go into talking to Dr. Harold about, the whole process. I know there was an extension, there was a lot going on scene. So can you tell us about how was everything leading up until we picked the winners? Like what was happening? What was the energy like? I know both of these winners, first and second place, are from Muffles College. So,
I am
I know
from
Anna.
college too. 2005.
You need to stop. Okay, Kev, thank you. Not tooting your own horn, but I'm sure a lot of other schools. So like you're thinking, man, we had competition, but Muffles, obviously the top of things right now. So big up Muffles out there. All the people that are watching from Muffles, big up on yourself. So tell us a little bit about the process.
Yes, this was really, really exciting. First, I want to congratulate all the people who submitted. And everybody was acknowledged with a certificate of participation. And so we have Muffles College, Orange Walk. We had an entry from Corozal. We had an entry from every district from except Stan Creek.
Okay.
And we even had an entry from Kekauke. So it was people from across the country. It really was a national competition. So the finalists are really the best that we had, and some really new budding artists. When I say budding, I don't mean that they're just starting, but newly discovered. Hopefully
Right.
that we've discovered these new artists and that they will have great careers. Leading up to it was really exciting. It was a little hectic because it's the first year, so I learned a lot, and I'm hopeful that next year will be even better because we'll apply what we learned this year to next year.
Dr. Young, you were the creative one that came up with the Sleeping Giant story. I'm curious, did the art that was created, did it feed into the image that you had of the Sleeping Giant?
My image of Sleeping Giant, I think
feed into there?
it captured different aspects of it. I had attempted to come up with one before all of this, like as my own project. It didn't work out. So this captured different aspects of what was in my head. But what these two, the first and second place, captured was the Sleeping Giant, but also they added in the other aspect of the competition, which was another mythical creature or being along with Chakchango. So they can talk about that, but where they came, but they each had a Chakchango and a mythical creature accompanying Chakchango, which really, I think, captured the essence and the idea behind the whole thing. It wasn't just this titan or this giant, but there are other creatures, other mythical beings in his environment.
I
So
love
these
it.
two artists captured that, and they can talk about the characteristics
All right.
of their.
Well, it's time
We'll
to
We'll get
talk
into
to the
that.
artist.
We're gonna
Yes.
ask Elisa first. So tell us, I know you guys got a mentor. You're talking about one of your teachers as well. So there were people that were supporting you in this process. How was the overall idea? Like, hearing about this, like, what was your thought of how I need to get into this? Or was it more of the pushing and like, you're an amazing artist. How about you try to do this?
I first found out about the competition through my literature class. My teacher had showed it to us. And then when I found out about it was such an amazing concept. And I draw a lot, so I thought, well, might as well try out for this. It wouldn't hurt to try.
Definitely. And so your mentor, what was the support like with them? Was it like they said, you can even erase this a little bit, add a little color there? How was the mentorship process?
Yeah, well, once we got like Diana, we got Mr. Glenford, one of our teachers, to help out with us and support from our principal as well. And on the weekends and stuff, he aided us in drawing, coming up with concepts for the creature, Chakshango, and the entire scenery in total.
So how long did it take?
It took a while, a good few days, on and off.
But you said a few days. When I hear a while, I think about like weeks or something,
About
right?
a month, 2 months.
I know.
Yeah, we
Right.
would sit through like hours just going, drawing, coming up, painting. He helped a lot with the painting. I'm not very proficient in it as well. I only dabble in it.
How did you find the overall story of the sleeping
It
giant?
was actually very interesting, something I've never read before.
Okay, have you seen the sleeping giant? Like,
Yeah, I have,
Okay.
but like not real life,
Did-
only
did
in
I-
images.
Well, you need to go-
In real life,
No, not really.
you need to take them.
We need to have a tour.
take them down the hummingbird. Yeah. But yeah, so like just like the images that you've seen and the story, how did that inspiration come through?
Well, first off, I looked at the build of the mountain, and from there on, I got some of the features like the nose and stuff. And since it's a mountain and mountains are big structures of dirt that have been around forever, I started thinking like, what if it's old? Like a dude with a beard and
I
stuff.
know I see you got a long beard,
Yes.
plaque and
Yeah.
everything. But it's really
so
super nice.
mythical creatures tend to have some sort of like superpower or some kind of like being, like kind of energy. What does your one have?
My one, to crystal, which is in Yucatec Maya, just means crystal rabbit due to like the crystals on its back. It help the environment and stuff. Purifies water, helps grows plants and trees.
Ooh,
It's a very docile creature and shy.
I love it.
Fancy.
Yes. All right. So Elisa, let's hear from you now. How did you hold
Diana.
Diana.
Diana,
My bad.
sorry.
Elisa,
okay.
Diana. Yes.
So my
Help us out.
creature is May. And May is,
Can you hold the mic closer? Yeah.
May is comes from a Chinese origin, means beautiful.
Okay.
So he's like a bird, but with a snake, kind of.
A bird with a snake?
Yeah, kind of like together, right? Yeah, it was cool planning it out because our teacher he told us that to sketch something, right? And then I had no idea what to do. But then as I was drawing and erasing, and then I'm like, oh, this looks like a bird, and this looks like a snake, kind of. And then that's how I got the creature.
Awesome. So what do you think was your favorite part about this overall process, putting, your work to life and reading the story and seeing how you can make something that actually matches the story?
I think I really like doing the little writing because it was so magical, right? It was
Yeah.
so magical how it was put, and it matches the painting so good. I just loved everything
Oh,
about
indeed.
it.
Like I'm reading the description and it's so descriptive. It's like magical indeed, parted the rivers of Africa and dug out the oasis in the Sahara, pushed the glaciers in the Europe. Wow, it's like we really did think about the whole
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of thought process
globe
into
coming
this.
together.
And so I know Dr. Harold said every single one of them had like a little
Story, yes.
Like-
So the idea was I was trying to avoid all of us, the audience, thinking of artists in silos and one-dimensional. So like a painter may not just be a painter, or a sculptor may not be a sculptor. They could be a narrator, they could write poems, they could, do films, they could take pictures, they could do whatever, right? So it's bringing together two forms. So you're painting and then you write. You could write something about it. So that's the idea of bringing two disciplines, I guess, two broad disciplines together. So I think it really shows off the talent,
Yeah.
right? So you're not just sketching, but you're also thinking and conceptualizing and writing that down.
They got a
And
psychic
that's-
too as well with it. Remember, I call it a psychic. Like you said, another creature that
So,
came.
so yes, yeah. So Diana's is May. It's a bird snake, like what she was
Bird snake,
saying,
yeah.
along with Chakchango. And then Elisa's is Teul, right? Yeah, who is the rabbit, the crystal rabbit that has superpowers.
So they
There we go.
definitely had to really think, because they're
Yes.
creating now Jack Chango,
Right.
and then now they're creating their own mystical creature along with that
Yeah,
too. as well.
complementary to the whole
To that
story
besties,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Pretty cool, It's like in Spanish
So-
they would call it alegría o algo así. Like it's like a mythical creature that accompanies.
Accompanies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard that from like the movie Coco and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
So what you're seeing on screen right now, I believe the audience is seeing that. This is the third place winner.
Oh
Okay.
wow, he's definitely.
And this Omar Habet. It's Mr. Habet from Belmopan, and that's his third place creation of Jack Chango as well.
All right. So we congratulate you once more on winning and showcasing this beautiful art. For people that want to still have a look at all the submissions, Dr. Young, can you please let us know how they can access the virtual gallery?
So the virtual gallery or the virtual website, the virtual gallery is www.salient, SALIENT, 360.com /BPF. Belize Pantheon Fantastic.
Right.
BPF.
I wanna. Oh,
I'll
sorry.
take you right into it. But I wanted to, sorry, Dr. I just want to make sure that I just wanted to get, so we had the three winners. We have two here, and we had Mr. Habet. But then we had three honorary mentions, right? Who is Courtney Matas, and Cameron Tillett, and Abdel Valdovinos. So we had three honorary mentions.
Okay.
And of course, Elisa won viewer's choice. And that's where people could go in and vote. It was interactive. And there were votes cast from 28 countries around the world. We had thousands and over 8,000 votes were cast.
Wow.
And so
Look
I'm
at
still
you,
yet to
Elisa.
study the analytics.
Because yourself, girl.
Yeah, there are lots of analytics to study about where they were from, which cities, and different parts of the world. So we need to study. I have to study that along with Abel Guerrero. Not Abel Guerrero. I'm sorry. Gabriel Guerrero, who is the technical person, the designer of the website. So yeah, and he will be doing it again for next year.
Right. So the story of the Sleeping Giant was 2022 venture. Next year it only gets better.
I
right?
better.
because it's gonna be continuous. So
Yes, I'm gonna announce right now. It's gonna be verse and vignettes.
Okay.
So poetry and illustration. Verse
wanna-
and
Next
vignettes.
year.
I wanna-
All right.
finalize with these young people. So Diana, what's next after this? Because obviously you have talent. Do you feel like you're gonna venture into something else? Are you gonna try to go into the next competition? Are you gonna be
Yeah.
a mentor? Like I know I'm
Do you
saying
have-
so
do you
many
have an
different
Instagram
things, but
page
like
where people can
you both
follow
are
your
so
art?
talented. So I'm gonna pose that question to you as well. So what is next?
I already do drawing. Like I do a lot of it, and people ask for portraits of them. And
Love
then
it.
I sell them sometimes, and
Do you have an Instagram username where people
Yeah,
can find your
Instagram.
art?
Can you please give us
Yeah.
that so we can be able to promote you more?
Yeah.
You can get more people to
Put
come and
yourself
buy
out there.
your stuff.
You're doing good stuff.
You know,
Come on.
first place winner, girl. Come on.
so I do that, and I'm trying to see if I could do painting next. This is just the first painting I've ever done. Yeah,
First,
And-
you win with the first.
yes,
We have no talent. We have no talent.
yeah. So that's why I was scared to do this painting, but my teacher was always like, "Don't be scared to use the paint." And then I was just like slowly doing everything, and he was like, "No, just don't be afraid." And
Put yourself into it. And
There you go.
Yes.
Awesome.
You really did, and it shows. So it's only getting better from this. And so, again, what's your Instagram name so people can be able to purchase your work? Tell you, Diana, I know you make this Sleeping Giant thing, and I know you to do that, but I want you to make a picture of my cutter. I don't know, something along the line. Where can they be able to locate you?
it's Diana.
Just Diana.
Yeah, it's
Fair.
Diana.
Okay. It's
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
On
All right.
Instagram.
Elisa,
Okay.
how about you?
Well, it was a whole process thing with the painting. And this is like this is my first professional-ish looking one.
I love
But
it's a
before-
professional. It's show you win second place. What you to talk about?
And for sir.
And I just must say, and the people from
Over
all
8,000
international,
votes? Wow.
yeah. So you could.
Yeah, because before this, I never really painted that much. Only like throughout the year, like a few times. Three
You're
at
gonna
most.
start painting more now.
Yeah, I'm gonna start painting more now. I'm putting myself into it.
And do you want to give us any page that people can follow you from and follow your work?
Well, I don't really post any art, but I do have an Instagram. la.vani.
And so, can we hope that you're going to be starting posting some work soon?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of that beforehand because
There
of this
you
contest,
go.
like putting a picture of the painting.
Yes, that's how you start up. You know, you just put out stuff that you want, and then people say, "Oh, I like seeing that. Could you do X, Y, and Z?" You do different options, and this is how you grow. So definitely, Shanta, we're gonna get them back at the next time too for individual. When you don't start making maybe 2 or 3 pieces.
And you can
wanna
come
get
and
you guys
showcase
back?
it here.
Yeah, you can come and
So
showcase it.
as we wrap up this conversation, you were mentioning your people that have been motivating you. You mentioned your teacher. Can you give a shout out to your teacher?
Yeah, Mr. Glenford. He helped a lot.
And
Yeah.
who else?
Miss Samantha.
Miss
She was
Samantha?
also there for
Samantha.
us.
Okay.
Right. So
And then
Mr. Glenford,
a
he's
teacher
here
who helped
too.
with the story
Yeah.
was Miss Maria.
Okay, so Miss Maria, Mr. Glenford, and Miss Samantha. We have to make sure we get their names correct now.
Yeah, this is really, really important for all artists, budding artists, wannabe artists around the country, around the world. Is if you can find a mentor, mentors and people who provide resources to help do your work, provide the space, the time, the space to do it, because that's what they talk a lot about, having to work like after hours, so they had to find the
Right.
space and the time to do it. It's really, really important. And if for mentors to seek out proteges, and for proteges or people who aspire to seek out mentors, because
All right.
that's a key to it. And then bravery to put your work out, which is what they are doing.
Awesome.
Put your work out to the public.
Well,
So-
thank you so much for creating this platform and this opportunity for young artists. Thank you, ladies, for joining
Congratulations
here. Congratulations
again.
once
Again.
more. We
Can't
look
wait to
forward to
see-
your work. Yes.
Can't
So
wait to see more
with that,
great
we've come
stuff
to
that
the
you
end
do.
of our segment. Right, it's time for a commercial break. So we go on a commercial break. When we're back, we're gonna be talking and preparing some awesome ceviche. Well, let's see what's
Our
next.
tummies
here on
are gonna
Sun Up
get
on 7.
yummy.
Yeah. So we'll be right back from this commercial break. Stay with us here on Sun Up on 7.